Text appears that says, 2 out of every 3 people with serious mental illness want to work. More than 85% of people with serious mental illness are not working. A man appears in a black tuxedo. He is sitting inside the Ordway Theater.
It was frustrating at first.
Text appears saying, getting back to work is an important part of the recovery process. There is a program that can help.
I wouldn't give up. I was determined to get a job.
An animated title screen appears with the silhouette of a city in the background. Text says, individual placement and support. The animated city title screen appears again with a small video window showing the man in a tuxedo at the Ordway handing out programs to people as they walk up the stairs. Text in front of the video says, Robert.
This is the best job I ever had. I get along with the people, I got customer service, but this job right here, I ain't missed no day. If I'm sick, I come to work and let them send me home. I love coming to work, I'm happy. I get along, it's just like my second family.
Text appears that says, IPS helps people with serious mental illness find and keep good jobs in the community. The scene then changes to a close-up of Robert sitting in the Ordway.
I lost my dad in 2010. I couldn't cope. I was going through a whole lot, so I figured I went into a depression mode.
A photo of Cincinnati followed by a photo of empty beds at a shelter home.
I was living in Cincinnati, so I came back here, and I was in it's what you call a shelter home, whereas I'm going around looking for a job, and I got so depressed.
A man with short dark hair and dark facial hair standing in the Ordway Theater lobby. A title at the bottom reads, Joshua McElrath, mental health practitioner.
Robert went through some tough spots, and he seemed to always stay motivated and was always willing to get up and get moving.
A photo of Robert looking sad, followed by a clip showing the front of the Ordway Theater, and then a clip of Robert opening the door.
There's a few opportunities that Robert had, and they seemed to fall through the cracks, and it was pretty tough for him, but he didn't give up. He's doing great now. It's quite an experience for Robert, and I can't tell you how great it is to see somebody like that be successful.
Robert.
Josh referred me to a therapist, then we started, and then I went through, I said, well, I want to go back to work. That's when he got me with Amy.
A woman with shoulder-length dark hair standing in the Ordway Theater lobby. A title at the bottom reads, Amy Solberg, vocational rehab counselor.
He was really motivated, he's out there.
A close-up of an application being filled out with a pen.
He was getting his applications in, changing his resumes, didn't miss appointments.
Robert.
And she helped me with whatever I needed, which is pretty good.
A person's legs walking down the sidewalk of a busy street.
It's looking for a job. It's kind of hard at first, but when you got people behind you that's pushing you, it works out in the end.
A woman with longer blonde hair standing in the Ordway Theater lobby. A title at the bottom reads, Brittany Thiel, employment specialist.
I began working with Robert in January of 2013. We did a lot of job searching initially.
Robert.
We started off with, doing my resume.
Hands holding a pen and a yellow notepad.
Then we started going, she was giving me leads.
Robert.
But it was one job I really wanted, and that was this one.
Brittany.
There was a job fair at Goodwill Easter Seals.
Robert.
Once she told me, yeah, they having a job fair, you should go. So I went, and boom, there it was. Here I am today.
Robert handing out programs to people walking up a stairway.
And I feel so much better about myself, whereas I can reach out and try to help someone else.
A woman with shoulder-length dark hair standing in the Ordway Theater lobby. A title at the bottom reads, Susan Bialis, Robert's supervisor.
Robert is doing really well in his job. He's one of our most dependable employees.
A nighttime view of customers entering the Ordway Theater, followed by a fade back to Robert.
He's very customer friendly, and he's very dedicated to the job.
I never thought I'd be working here, and it makes me feel good.
Credits scroll on the screen that say, individual placement and support. IPS is 3 times more effective in helping people with mental illness find jobs than other programs. 4 out of 10 clients who obtain a job with the help from IPS remain employed a decade later. A Minnesota Deed logo appears, followed by a Minnesota DHS logo.